Let's talk about some cool things and special events that happen in London in March. And if you're visiting London and it's your first time here, I have a special freebie for you, so make sure you watch to the end of the video to find out how to get it. St. Patrick's Day. Now, don't get your hopes up if you're an American. They don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day here quite like we're used to back in the US. You of course can expect parties at bars and clubs. There is a parade that goes through central London on the weekend, and there's just gonna be lots of Guinness everywhere. There are family-friendly things to do as well, and there will be stuff to do on actual St. Patrick's Day as well as the weekend that's close to it. The boat races, which is actually the name of it, very generic I know, takes place in southwest London along the River Thames. A few 100,000 people line the banks of the Thames as well as the pubs that are along the banks of the Thames to watch the very old and famous rivalry of Oxford versus Cambridge. This rivalry is over 180 years old, and people can get kind of passionate about it. So make sure you pick a team ahead of time and know who you're gonna root for. The women's race will go first, and then an hour later, the men's race happens. However, the entire day is filled with people drinking lots of beer and cider, and also going to the pubs after the race is over to have more to drink and just have a crazy day out. It is mostly family friendly, but after the races, then it gets a little bit rowdier sometimes even for Sunday, and especially if the weather is nice, there's tons of people that come, so just keep that in mind. If you're here on the Sunday that it's happening, then definitely check it out for a really unique experience. I had friends visiting for it last year, and they absolutely thought it was the best thing, and it is good fun. Of course, Easter can sometimes happen in April, and with Easter in the UK comes two bank holidays, so everybody gets the Friday and the Monday surrounding Easter off from work. So that long 4-day weekend means there's tons to do in London, whether it be religious or not. There are fun things like egg hunts. You can have an Easter Sunday lunch at the pub, but then there's also raves and parties and loads of activities that happen over the weekend. Plus, on Good Friday, you can watch a full-scale reenactment of the Passion of Jesus in Trafalgar Square, and that's totally free. In the UK, Mother's Day, or what they sometimes call Mothering Day, happens on the 4th Sunday of Lent, which, as I'm recording this in 2018, is on March 11th. If you're from the US, then Mother's Day is pretty similar to what we do back at home. Lots of shops will have deals on gifts. You can get flowers, give chocolates, give cards, and a lot of people like to take their mothers out for a Sunday lunch. So if you want to do that, or even if you just want to book anything out in a restaurant that day, make sure you book at least a few days in advance because things will get booked up pretty quickly. For the last few years, London has hosted Beer Week in March, so if you are a beer enthusiast, then I definitely recommend getting a ticket for this. Your ticket will give you access to 5-pound beer flights at over 100 bars across the city, plus some special pop-ups and special events. It's a really cool, unique way to experience the beer culture and a lot of bars and pubs around the city. So let me know if you end up doing any of these things down in the comments below. I want to know what you thought. And that special freebie I was talking about, if it's your first time to visit London, I have a London 101 guide that will tell you everything you need to know before you touch down in London town. To get that guide completely for free, click on the card that's popping up here or the link down in the description box of this video to sign up to get that. And I have lots more London tips on this channel, so make sure you check out one of these videos next.